Most people who start a cleaning business do everything right at first, on paper. See, they set up the LLC, get the insurance, they even build the website, set up a few social media profiles, and then they wait. But then nothing happens. And the reason no one talks about this is because it's normal. Almost every cleaning business owner starts the exact same way, doing the exact same things in the exact same order, going after the exact same clients. And it leaves most of them confused, stuck, and wondering, well, what am I missing? See, I've been there. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I wish somebody would have told me on day one. I'm going to show you what actually moves the needle early on so you're not spending months doing the wrong things. I'm also going to show you why the clients you're probably going after right now are quietly holding back your growth before you even get started. And I'm going to show you how to think about this business from day one in a way that makes everything, the hiring, the clients, the growth, it's going to make it all actually work. So let's get into it. Okay, so what actually moves the needle early? Now here's the honest answer. And I say honest because I did not figure this out right away. See, when I started, I thought building the business meant setting everything up. The logo, the website, the social media pages, all of it. I told myself that as long as I kept focusing on this stuff, well, clients are going to be ready to beat down my door to have me do their services. But as you could probably imagine, that didn't happen. No clients were beating down my door. And here's why that was really going on. And instead of making progress, well, I was just wasting time because I was putting everything off, not on purpose. I didn't wake up and think, let me avoid the hard stuff today. See, it felt like work, it looked like work, and I thought it was bringing me one step closer to bringing clients, but it wasn't. And then Yelp called, Home Advisor called. Every lead generation site you've ever heard of was calling me the moment my cleaning business number went live. And they all had the same pitch. We will bring the clients to you. And I wanted to believe it. I really did. I wanted to believe it bad because the truth is I was not sure I could go out there and find clients on my own. So the idea of leads just showing up sounded exactly like what I've been missing. So I decided to give them all a try. And the leads were awful. Price shoppers. People who had already called 5 to 10 other companies and they were just trying to get as many quotes as possible just to use it against you when you tried to bid. But here's what I ultimately figured out. Every cleaning company that does not know how to grow, well, they're all using the same services because it is the only way they know how to grow. See, I wasted real money on that lesson. And when I stopped and looked back at what I was spending my time on, the logo, the website, the colors, the lead gen platforms, none of it, absolutely none of it was bringing me closer to landing ideal clients who had real budgets. And that's the thing that moves the needle. Every single day, you need to be doing something that builds your pipeline, even if it's just for 30 minutes. Pick 2 or 3 things that you feel like you can naturally do, even if you maybe don't have the skill yet. Maybe you feel natural picking up the phone. Maybe you feel natural sending emails. Maybe you feel natural walking in and introducing yourself. Not my favorite ways to go about it, but it's going to put you a lot closer to landing business than playing with your logo all day or just watching YouTube and not taking any action on anything you're seeing. See, everything else is just noise. And look, if you're someone who is tired of wasting time and spinning your wheels trying to figure out how to get this cleaning business to where you know it can be, I want you to click the first link in the description, have a quick chat with my team, see if we can help you get there a lot faster, and then come back because we are just getting started here. Okay, so why are the clients you're going after right now, why are they actually holding you back from growth? You may be thinking, dude, I'm brand new. What are you talking about? When I finally stopped wasting time and I started going after clients, well, I was making another massive mistake. See, I took whatever I could get. And most of them were small offices, small accounting offices that would just pay you $125 a month just for one time per month cleanings. And while it felt like I was winning, landing a bunch of these small accounts, well, the money didn't quite feel like it was coming in. But guess what? I was super busy. But that's how you hit a wall fast, because small accounts, it's just a lot of work for not a lot of money, because you get tons of clients, tons of back and forth. And every time I tried to get my attention back and focus back on growth, well, I just ended up adding more levels of chaos to my business. See, that shift for me came when I stopped taking whatever showed up and I started going after the right clients. And that is bigger accounts, businesses with real budgets, clients who actually cared about good service and they weren't just trying to get the lowest price. And that's when things started getting easier. I mean, like right away. Why? It's because fewer clients, more money. It's simpler to run. It's easier to staff. See, the type of client you want to go after from day one, well, it shapes the kind of business that you grow. See, if you go small and build something that takes everything from you and gives you just enough to keep the lights on, that's just a recipe for disaster. Instead, go after the right clients, like right away. Don't think you need experience. You don't. I have another video on that you should watch. But go after the ones that are going to allow you to grow very, very quickly. Because this one right here made the biggest difference for us. It changed the whole trajectory of my company. How do you think about this business from day one in a way that actually works to serve you and your growth? This one is, again, I wish someone just slapped me across the face and they're like, Mike, lock in. Here's a mistake I wish I didn't make early on, and that was doing the cleaning. And just so we're clear, I don't mean a little cleaning here and there. I don't mean, I covered before I had a manager when someone called out sick. No, I was out there working because the money was so good and it just felt normal. Because before I ever owned a cleaning business myself, I was a part-time cleaner. And jumping in to do the cleaning, well, it just felt like a power move. I was like, I'm making all this money. This is incredible. But the lesson here is that every hour I spent as a cleaner, well, I was spending not growing. Did I say that right? Meaning I wasn't growing. And you cannot grow a business if you're the one doing the work. And I'm telling you, if you're not the one growing this business, nobody's going to grow it for you. So you have to focus. But that shift is simple. I just didn't know to do it. I stopped thinking like a cleaner and I started thinking like a business owner. Someone who actually owned a successful business. I started thinking in terms of, I want this to be $1 million business one day. Well, I certainly can't be doing the cleaning if I'm going to be doing the growth and the leadership and the recruiting and building such a great culture. How am I going to do that if I'm the one cleaning the toilets at night? The answer is you're not going to. So you have to. I repeat, you have to protect that time. And I want you to promise me you are going to protect your time by hitting that like button right now. I'm dead serious. Protect your time. It is valuable. So when I tell you you can grow this business on an hour a day, I'm not saying you'll only ever work an hour a day. No, some days it'll be more. Suck it up. That's what it takes to build a successful business. But by and large, you can dial things in really well if you're just focused on growth and just attack it for an hour at a time. But the counter to that is you can't be the one out there putting in 5 or 6 or 7 hours a day doing busy work, doing cleaning work. That stuff is going to make you feel like you're working hard, but it's not going to bring you any closer to your goal. So what is your goal? Is your goal 7-figure business? Or maybe it's a 6-figure business. It's a business where, maybe you just want to pull $5,000 to $10,000 per month with that business. And you want to feel like a boss. You want to do it when you only have a few accounts. You're still at your 9 to 5, feeling good. If that's what you want to do, watch this video right here. I'll show you how you can do it. I'll see you over there.